back to the Fastbreak. My name is Drew Amburgy. I'm going to be your host this evening. I am joined with my friend BG. How are we doing, my good sir?
Oh, it's going to be a lovely show. There are full of surprises yet to come that he has no idea.
Oh, good. I can't wait. Tonight we are going to be talking about the AllStar Break that just happened this weekend. It's always fun, the AllStar Break. You get a bunch of competitions. You get to see a bunch of stars. This one was especially special because it was the 75th anniversary of the NBA. So we got a nice halftime show where all the legends, well, not all, most of the legends got to come back and be honored at halftime, even some of the guys that were playing in the game. So it was just a really fun event to watch. It was exciting, and we're going to talk about it for you here today. All right, first up, let's talk about that dunk contest. Let's just get it out of the way early because it was not a good one. Arguably, it might have been the worst dunk contest in the history of the dunk contest. So that's what we were treated to start off the evening.
So, okay, here's the thing. I have my view set about this. He knows this. I know nothing about the NBA.
That's kind of why I had him on for the All-Star Break show, is he doesn't really know the NBA. So why not have him on a show where it's the one game that doesn't count for anything? You might as well.
So, and it's awesome. And for those that don't know this, I'm BG, and I'm also a licensed clown. Speaking of which, so I think it's only apt let's get the true vibe of the All-Star Break here.
I have no idea what's about to happen right now, ladies and gentlemen.
It won't be. It
only on the Fast Break.
It was a true clown show. True clown show. Oh, yeah, we got to get the pants, too.
Oh, no. Children, avert your eyes. Wow.
The jorts. Oh, yeah.
Denim on denim, the Canadian suit, as they say. The Canadian tuxedo.
Man, if only the Vancouver Grizzlies were still a team. I mean, Ja Morant in Vancouver, we just go up there, I don't know. The milking age is 19 up there, right?
I don't know
to
what
get
that means.
Milk. Yeah. Anyways, for those that know, they know. But anywho, it was a total joke, right? And so you need a clown to cover the biggest joke of them all.
That's a good point.
Man. Oh, wait. And you can't forget. Hold on. Wait a minute. Bang. You got to get the glasses.
Bang. Need some glasses on there.
So, Obi Toppin.
Ain't no stopping Obi Toppin.
If I was a Dayton fan, I would be like, oh, Obi's coming back home. Let's go. Let's get all excited. And then I show up to the dunk contest, and I would literally shed a tear in my eye. Miles Garrett, for those that don't know, the
football player.
Yeah, Miles Garrett was in the Celebrity All-Star Game. The black unis, by the way, were superb.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, the gray ones,
mid.
But if you took a closer look at them, they had a 80s Barbra Streisand meets Taco Bell kind of vibe. It's just ugh. Anywho, Miles Garrett literally had. She should have been the MVP of the celeb game.
Yeah.
Period. What is Peloton? I don't even know what it is.
I think it's a bike. It's a bike thing. It's you bike and you compete on a bike.
Isn't that
that doesn't go anywhere, by the way?
Yeah, a Cougs wouldn't know because wouldn't you just get on a bike and go see the scenery instead of this
the rolling
guy
hills of the Palouse.
Yeah.
Beautiful place to bike. I've heard. I haven't done it.
I don't. The target audience for the MVP vote is just oh, let's give it to the Peloton guy. Oh, yeah, they're a major sponsor of the NBA.
It was rigged.
It should have been Miles Garrett. By far the best, instance of the whole game was after the game when Miles Garrett had that insane dunk. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up on Twitter or whatnot. The dunk that he did was just OMG. And it would have been so funny if a garbage can that is Miles Garrett when it comes to the NFL would come to the NBA and get an MVP before actually getting an MVP in his natural sport. He looked.
Oh, wait, let the record show that Myles Garrett is really, really good at football. Really good.
Debatable.
What?
He's mid. He's pretty
good. He's pretty good.
Hey, hot takes. It's the NBA show. I mean,
that's true. That's true.
If check the tape, I was wearing a.
That was a clown take for the Myles Garrett opinion. Yeah, there you go.
You already know.
All right. Well, he's not wrong. It was a clown show. Obi Toppin won. Congratulations to him. It's the first time a Knick has won anything in a really long time. So at least that fan base finally has something to cheer about. Bing, bang. In the first round, the Dunkers went and combined 7 for 25 on dunks, which is a whopping 28% on the highest percentage shot in the NBA. Now, of course, they're making it a little bit more difficult on themselves, like a clown with no nose. But
I'm not Rudolph. Come on, man.
It looks like these guys hadn't even practiced these dunks. So it was pretty brutal. Jalen Green got the clown of the night, I would say, when he went 1 for 9 on his first round dunks. So that was pretty brutal for him. And overall, just not a good show. Not a good showing for all the dunkers involved. So you got anything else to say on the dunk contest, my man?
I don't know. I think you were scrolling through TikTok. So we watched the NBA AllStar Game together.
We did.
And he was scrolling through TikTok.
A little bit, okay. I gotta get my content.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and then we were flipping back between the USC Coug game.
True. Go Cougs. That was a heartbreaker.
Ooh.
That was a heartbreaker.
But I had this moment of if I was on TikTok, I would be like, you were watching the old lady that had dementia and was talking to herself in the mirror. I would rather watch that.
That's not fine.
Than that dunk contest.
That dunk contest, yeah. It was a pretty brutal one. It was a pretty brutal one. I have to say it might have been the worst one ever. There was a couple of cool ones, but it took them too many tries to actually make the dunk. So overall, it was just pretty brutal on everybody.
What were the refs doing?
Letting us know if it went in or not.
I get it with the 3-point contest. I can kind of I get it with the AllStar Game, even though that's a joke.
They gotta have some refs.
Kind of get it with the 3-point contest, but the dunk, Wantas kind of Anderson threw the ball up on the side of the backboard and was and in a normal game, that's out of bounds. That's
Yeah, well, it's not a normal game. It's a dunk contest.
So what the heck is the ref doing here? I mean, we even had the
true.
question we should totally eliminate refs. Why? You're gonna get paid $200 to watch these overgrown men just doing complete fools of themselves at a dunk contest. I don't know.
Well,
you get paid, you get paid.
That's a free $200 and you get to go to the AllStar Game. So
yeah.
I think that's a pretty good deal.
But then you immediately go blind after seeing that dunk contest.
That was true. And Cole Anthony, shout out to him. He put on Tim's, missed a bunch of dunks, danced, pulled his pants down in the Rising AllStar Games, bricked a bunch of dunks, broke his thumb, and dipped. So MVP of the AllStar Game probably was Cole Anthony. Shout out to him. All right.
Awesome.
Moving on. 3-point contest. Now, this obviously didn't have as much fireworks as the dunk contest did. Now, I wouldn't say fireworks, maybe duds of fireworks, but fireworks nonetheless. 3-point contest. Shout out to Karl Anthony Towns. He is the first big to win the AllStar contest, the big cat. Meow. And shout out to him. He shoots 39.6% from 3 in his career. So it wasn't that big of a shock to see him win it, but he really went off in the game. So shout out to him, And with everything Anthony Towns has been through in the last couple of years with COVID, losing family members, he deserves this one. So shout out to Karl Anthony Towns. You have anything about the 3-point contest?
He had his grandma on his side. If a player is having from a loss and wants to prove himself, and then has the dew ball. I mean, we didn't.
The Mountain Dew ball.
The Mountain Dew, not sponsored by the way, but sponsors
might have to
Mountain
bleep
Dew.
that out. I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways, but having that 3-point ball introduced, and what did he make both of them in? I don't know. You might have to fact check us on that.
After you check the tapes on that one, but he made a lot of them, so probably.
So, but it's kind of did he really score as much? What if Curry was in it?
So, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you don't have Curry, you didn't have Clay, you didn't have Grant Williams from the Celtics, who is shooting the second highest percentage from three this season. Okay. PJ Tucker, who is shooting the highest percentage from three-point this season. So you were missing some heavy hitters in the game, or in the competition. So, shout out Karl-Anthony Towns, though. I think he deserved it. He shot, I think it might have been, I think he made the most three-pointers in the history of the contest. So he did deserve that.
Okay.
He might have beaten Steph. Now, what we saw the next day from Steph, maybe he wouldn't have. Because let's move it on to the actual All-Star game, which was pretty sick, if I got to say so myself. So, it was honestly one of the closest All-Star games I've ever seen. And it was back and forth, and of course they changed the fourth quarter rules last year in honor of Kobe Bryant. So you add up the team's total scores, you add up their score from each quarter because they reset each quarter. Whoever wins each quarter, they donate the money to a charity for either Team LeBron or Team Durant. So it all goes to a good cause. Shout out to them for doing that. The NBA normally gets it right on these things.
Yeah, and then to interject, I got the numbers here. We have for Kent State for their scholarship fund, it was just shy of $500,000 coming in at $450,000.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. 400,000. Anyways.
Yep, a lot of money.
And a car sponsored by Kia.
And a car.
And then the Cleveland
I guess
Food
the kids
Bank.
are going to have to fight over which one gets it. Maybe that'll be televised.
And then the Cleveland Food Bank, $350,000.
That's a lot of cans of beans.
Beanie weenies.
That's a lot of cans of beanie weenies.
And Mott's fruit snacks.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of those out there too. The cheat code when you're in elementary school is you just bring in the packets of Top Ramen, and each one counted as one. You only spend $30, and you got like 24 of them. So that was. If there's any children out there watching and they got a food drive coming up, that's tip from an OG right here.
Or just get either the matzo balls or the sardine cans that are in the 50% off section.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's gonna love that. But yeah, a lot of money went to charity, so that was awesome. But yeah, so it got down to the fourth quarter. Teams were neck and neck. It was very close. So they added 24 on to the team who was leading. So it was 24 from that score. So the losing team at the time had to make just a few more points, and whoever got to the score of 163 ended up winning the game. Now, it was coming down to the wire, and then the awesome thing was that, so the All-Star game was in Cleveland. Yeah. Obviously, LeBron James from Cleveland won a title for the Cavaliers. Hometown kid.
Steph.
So is Steph Curry as well. A lot of people don't know, Steph Curry and LeBron James, both from Akron, they were actually born in the same hospital. So there's something going around in the water around that hospital. So shout out to them. But LeBron, with the game on the line, if he makes a two-pointer, game's over. He's dribbling, does a turnaround, fade away, ices it. Crowd goes nuts. Storybook ending. It was awesome to see LeBron do that in Cleveland. It was cool. It was the reason why you do the All-Star game. It was fun to watch, and Cleveland, this was for you. But the MVP of the game was Steph Curry. He went off in the third quarter. He went nuts in the third quarter. We were watching, he's pulling up from the logo, just draining everything. He was unconscious in the third. It was like one of those third quarter runs we see from Steph Curry in a real game, and he was doing it in the All-Star game. Now, a lot less defense there, but he was shooting it from deep.
The biggest shade has to be. So I think it was his second. It was like in the third quarter where he was like shooting, and then it was before the one where he goes on like in the corner and turns around. Did it go in? Did it go in? But then I was watching replays. He did another one like center court. Yeah. And he turns around and like Trey was trying to like get him, and then he turns around and he just mean mugs Trey Young for the Atlanta Hawks. He just mean mugs him and just walks away. Does it like he just watches Trey's reaction as the ball goes in. It was like.
He was doing classic stuff where he was just shooting it and turning around before he even saw the shot go in. I mean, one time he was almost halfway jogging back down the court when the ball went in. I mean, some of the photos are nuts about it.
If you were part of the Cleveland Chamber of Commerce, I think that the All-Star Weekend was a big success with, having we didn't talk about this, but was it not Rising Stars, but the skills contest.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, skills contest as well.
All Cleveland team won. Mm-hmm. Obi Toppin played for Dayton.
Ohio.
Yeah,
for those unfamiliar.
I guess like an honorary Clevelander, and that's why the dunk contest was meh. Not even meh. It was garbage. But anyways, and then Steph getting the MVP and LeBron James like getting that fadeaway jumper. But I think this is kind of a little off topic. What if?
Hey, at this point, who cares?
Hey, attaboy. What if Curry and LeBron went back to Cleveland with Bronny and just like
that would be cool. That would be really cool. And Obi Toppin, why not? Coming off the bench. But an all-Cleveland team would actually probably be pretty good. I think there's a couple other guys from like the Cleveland, Akron, Ohio-ish area.
Steph coming back home. Like,
is Lehigh in Cleveland, in Ohio? Lehigh University? I don't know. But C.J. McCollum went to school there, so he might be an Ohio guy too. I'm not 100% sure. Don't hold me to that. But Steph, first player in the All-Star game to hit 10-plus threes. He ended up hitting 16 of 27 three-pointers, which is unreal. Now, there wasn't a ton of defense, but as soon as he started heating up that crazy, they were starting to play a little bit of defense on him. So it's not like there was nothing. He ended up shooting 17 of 30 total from the field. So just an unreal shooting performance. He dropped 50 points, got the game's MVP. He's a kid from Akron, so that was pretty cool to see. LeBron's teams, so, they split him up between the two players, or the two best players in the game. They decided LeBron and Durant. And LeBron's teams are now 5-0 in the All-Star game. So they might need to switch up who's getting the team opposite from LeBron, because his team, he's good at picking players. Le GM, who is good at picking them in the All-Star games. Not so much for the Lakers. I don't know what he was thinking about with Russell Westbrook, but he's good at picking them in the All-Star game. Maybe he won because he didn't have to have Russell Westbrook. A little brutal for him to have to watch Steph drop 50, and then he goes back and he has to play with Russell Westbrook this week. So it's a tough one for LeBron there.
A quick stat for you
go
about the NBA All-Star game. So Steph has been shooting a season average of like just under 38%, and when he popped off going 16 of 27, he was shooting 59%.
Yeah.
So that's like,
it's unreal.
I'm telling you, he showed up for the hometown.
Yeah, that was cool.
And Macy Gray, oh, bless her heart. We almost had a 2018 Fergie moment. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just search up National Anthem Fergie.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Say.
Context, she was the woman that sang the National Anthem. One of the funniest videos is Macy Gray, or Fergie singing the National Anthem at the 2018 All-Star game. And it was so bad, there was just a video of all the players just started to laugh. Macy Gray's was pretty bad this weekend as well, too. So we almost got a double dipper of that one. Everybody was kind of giggling a little bit. It was not the best performance, but, shout out her.
Yeah, and God bless America. We respect America on the show. We love America. We just want to clarify that, but it was just all right,
It's a tough one. It was doing a little bit too much. Doing a little bit too much.
Bless her heart kind of moment.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Exactly.
Okay, crazy thought.
Okay.
What if?
Really?
What? Yeah. What if, to save everyone's time and enjoyment, we shrunk down like the first quarter being the skills contest? Because I don't even know how that went. It was like one team did passing, one team did half-court shots.
No, they all did each competition.
Okay,
they just switched it up. They just went at different times.
And then shout out to the Vegas sports books. Like they got the over-under was like 324.5, and like the game ended at like 323.
Yeah, it was right on the dot. That was pretty crazy.
How do you factor in like players not carrying between the first, second, and third, because you had to, and then you had to factor in the 24 minus the 1, like all that hoot nanny. Anywho, like first quarter being a skills contest, them actually carrying. Second quarter being like a dunk contest where each player is on one person and they try to defend them, and it like kind of keeps it a little bit testy. The third quarter, it being the 3-point contest and just like
all threes.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
who could
that
shoot
would
the
be
most.
kind of cool. I don't know about a skills competition and a dunk contest mid-game, but one quarter where you can only shoot threes would kind of be interesting. Everybody's just lined up around the 3-point line. That would be interesting.
And then it would give the refs
Kind of looks like a
something to
game.
do.
Kind of looks like a game full of guys like me at the YMCA. That's pretty much what it would be.
Or the UREC.
Or the U-Rack.
Ooh.
They'd be banging bodies in there sometimes. Get some big guys.
Oh man! And then the fourth quarter, like first to 24. Like I don't know. It's a thought. It might be fun. Who the heck knows?
Reach out. Who's the commissioner? I can't remember his name. Not David Stern anymore. Adam Silver. Reach out, Adam Silver. He's got a good idea for you.
Hey,
and
first give us the Sonics. First, and then give him the Vancouver. Bring the Vancouver team back too.
Yeah, why not?
The whole 9 yards.
Let's have a team of 40. Let's have a league of 40 teams. Why not? Let's put one in
Mexico City,
Pullman,
boom.
Washington, Spokane, Boise. Who cares? And he'll be your halftime entertainment. Clearly.
I got you. You already know it. I'm here for you. And then we can get Mati, the Banana Man.
Shout out Mati. Banana Man. Him, Alex, who you're gonna see on Cougar on the Clock. He can do his voices for the at halftime. It'll be great. You'll love it. And then so just think about it, Adam Silver.
Boom.
Also, one more stat. Shout out Embiid led the Team Durant team with 36 points and 10 boards. So he was actually balling out, trying really hard up there too. So shout out Embiid as well.
That's all I got in the notes.
That's all you got. All righty. Well, this was.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
I have one thing. Okay, looking at the numbers, right? Just odds going into the second half of the season.
Yeah.
Just like, what's a team? I think the Atlantic Division is still very contested. Mm-hmm. Either the Celtics or the 76ers could win it. Mm-hmm. I mean, looking at the lines, the Celtics at plus 340. Mm-hmm. Like that's not bad.
That's not bad. I do think the Celtics are a sleeper. I mean, the defense is so much better than everybody else's in the league that they can basically match up and dominate anybody on a given night defensively. So they always got a chance there.
Like for the Eastern Conference,
there's
for the finals. Like what do you mean sleeper?
I think they can make the finals. I don't know if they would. Well, I'm just saying. I don't know. I mean, it depends who's healthy. It depends who's playing. It depends on the matchups. But I think the Celtics could get to the finals. I'm not going to pick them right now. My pick is still the Bucks. That's my safest one, depending on the net situation, of course. If they change the mandate, which hopefully they do by then, I think we're all screwed if they don't change the mandate by then. But if Kyrie's fully healthy and those guys get to gel together, they're my second pick as well. But I do think the Celtics have a good chance to upset a couple of teams, possibly get to the finals. In the West, my big question mark is the Clippers. Now, they are super deep. And if Kawhi and Paul George come back, they might be the best team in the NBA. I'm not even kidding. With those two guys, the depth they have on that team, it's unbelievable. And another sleeper would be Memphis. Now, those are just sleepers. If you wanted good odds or something like that. Obviously, your top teams, Miami, who hasn't even been healthy yet, Bucks, and then on the West, you got the Warriors, Clippers, or not the Clippers, Warriors, Suns, and then also the Grizzlies are your top three teams over there. It's basically a three-team race in the West, but that's basically what I would say. So looking forward, if you did want to pick maybe like an upset in the East, I'd go Celtics right now just because of the position. I mean, they're only 2 games out of the 3 seed, so I don't know how much of an sleeper that is.
Not just that, 2 games out of the Atlantic Division or the
the Sixers I think are
2 games ahead of them.
Yeah, in third. So a lot to keep an eye on as we're going down the stretch. Now that the All-Star break's over, we got a few weeks where it's kind of the dog days of the season, and then it just really gears up going into the playoffs. So it's going to be exciting. Stay tuned. We got another episode coming up for you in a few days, or in a couple days when this gets posted. So it'll be exciting, and we're finally going to get a look at a couple of teams who are going to implement their players on, the blockbuster trades that we saw at the trade deadline. Hopefully Harden actually plays with Philly next week, and hopefully, we get a look at Simmons on the Nets as well too. So I'm excited to see how it goes.
That's the other thing is if you bet on Harden not gelling with the Sixers, which is very plausible.
Possible.
Like I think the Celtics, like that, just to win the division. You're not even talking about like I'm not even saying like Eastern Conference Finals or just
talking
winning the
divisions.
championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just the division alone at plus 325 or 340.
It could take him a couple of weeks to really gel in. So
Money.
You never know.
I don't know.
Cool.
Not financial advice though. Let's
No.
keep that clear.
We're not advising to bet any money.
The best bet you can make in life is on your education. You're
And
doing
yourself.
that right now.
Believe in yourself. Okay.
Boom.
This has been the All-Star Game episode of the Fast Break. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, and woo! Let's go!
Hey, go Cougs!
Go Cougs! Ah!